He's not that bad. You're not hopeless. You're not a total loser, but you ain't no winner. You're in sort of loser camp. So let's go through this. Hey, Aaron, I have a question. For a brief background, I'm the guy from the ski bum to military video, and I've since had some things happen. I did, in fact, join the military, but then I quit in the 5th and 7th week of basic because I decided it wasn't for me. Yeah, that's of everything you're listing here, that's the main reason you're a loser. What do you get dishonorably discharged? Oh, this isn't for me. No, fuck you. The military doesn't work that way. I guess it does now. But man, you just lived up to like the millennial Zoomer joking stereotype. You can't do push-ups, whatever. What do you mean it wasn't for you? No job is for you. There's no stop it with the white girl blood. There's no place where it's just for you. Yes, you're being trained to kill people, to go to war. If you think military and basic was not for you, wait till you're actually deployed. And I've never been. But I know that's worse than just basic. Basic can be tough and let's say you weren't the Marines, right? So basic here, from what I'm hearing in the other branches, this is what it was back in 1962. I couldn't handle the strain of being separated from everybody and everything I love. Oh, yeah, that's pushing pussy level right now. You should be ashamed of that. When I came back, I started working at a place, and I've since worked my way up to a manager, and I make $23 an hour plus gas mileage paid. So I roughly make 50. You're up to 60 grand a year, 65 grand a year. That's good. This is where you're not a loser. You're working. This is pretty good for my state and my age. I have also got a girlfriend that is based in not some feminazi cringe artard, as well as being in my sophomore year of college with a major in accounting. Okay, this is good. My employer also pays for my school entirely. So you pay. Yeah, I think you are paying cash. So besides a $300 to $500 credit card payment every month, I'm debt free. See, so on one hand, you're a disgrace. On this hand, you're quite impressive. You're doing it right. You're working full time and you're going to school. And they're paying for it. Bravo. Where'd it go? Since I started last year, I saved up roughly $5,000 that I would like to throw into a Roth IRA and other investments. Also, I know this is a spoiled Gen Z moment, but my aunt and uncle gave me $10,000 for doing a good job lately. Oh, fucking boomers. Oh, you didn't commit a crime. Here you go. Can't imagine why the country's going to shit. That's not your fault. You take the money, invest it wisely. You did a good job lately. The fuck out of here. Not to you, dude, I'm sorry. It's just maybe I'm bitter, but I didn't get fuck all shit from my folks. Like 18, Gray, hey, it's time to go to college. Get the fuck out of the house. I'm like, I will. So I use this money to buy a boat, a bass boat in cash because I love bass fishing and I'm waiting to use the remaining $1,500. I plan to get. Now you're back to loser category. I plan to continue my accounting degree and eventually get my CPA. Man, you got nothing in the middle. It's either spectacularly loser shit or spectacularly successful shit. That being said, I often feel like I'm a bum because I work in a place and I'm a part-time community college student. No. You are not a bum. Look, everyone's starting job. Go watch my video. No one takes you seriously until you're 35. Okay. Or don't try until you're 35. I think that's the title. You are working. You got promoted. You are making more than a living wage for that town you're in and being a single guy. There is no I worked security well into my 40s. I miss working security. I don't know. I was paid. Well, I was armed. So was I up to 20 bucks an hour? Depended on the gig. Dude, there's no shame working a regular job. That's better than most college graduates that go work some kind of US aid government welfare job program or some corpo bro who only knows how to do subscription service, bro. EBITDA. You should have absolutely no shame in what you're doing. And you got promoted. You're a manager. What? You're making more than engineer graduates make coming out of college. Why would you feel like a bum just because of the field you work in? Where would you be working it doesn't matter what industry you work in. Like, let's say you worked in Nebraska. I don't mean the state. I mean the industry where they make corn. Get it? Let's say you're the computer programmer. I don't know. I gotta imagine the corn industry needs computer programmers. Are you ashamed because you're in the corn industry? Or you like, dude, I make $120,000 a year as our high level IT guy. I make the internet work for him. And so what? You're a community college student. So what? That's better than, dude, what today? Are you kidding me? Given what's happened to Harvard in the Ivy League, all their scandals and all the plagiarism, all their bullshit, all their anti-Israeli, pro-terrorist bullshit. I'm not necessarily on one side or the other on that, but I'm just like, really? You're going to let you're going to let that happen on your campus. That's what's happening on your campus now. You're letting that shit happen. Those are the people attending your school. I'm not pro Gaza, Palestine. That's not who I'm saying. You're letting a bunch of fucking fools protest on your campus. That's my main point. I will hire, now I know I'm not normal, but community college students are way more practical, mature, and I'd say responsible than your Ivy League. I will do. Hey, everyone in corporate America, unless I know you're corporate bros and it's all about wheeling and dealing and borrowing money and losing money. But if you actually want to make a profit, stop hiring from the Ivy League. Hire for community college. This is not 1985 where Harvard and the Ivy League meant something and community college was for Votech or junior college. Like Adam Carolla always joked about junior college. No, junior college is superior to the fucking Ivy League by leaps and bounds because you guys actually got to work for a living. You are superior people to the Ivy League. So no, you should be quite proud of everything you've done. I have a lot of fun between my hobbies of snowboarding and fishing, and especially fishing as I go 2 to 3 times a week to catch biggins. Women or fish? I live in an apartment with my girlfriend who is good to me, but sometimes I feel like a loser seeing my peers graduating college. You mean graduating from college at the same age as me, 22. Do I have to go over this again? How many times have I done this? That's their peak, okay? Where everyone's graduating. Yeah, they graduated this spring, right? That was the big graduate. So if you're 22, the vast majority of your friends from high school graduated. That's it. That's their peak. Unless they were in engineering, accounting, medicine. 85% of them, based on National Center for Education statistics, 85% of them wasted their time on a worthless degree. Buddy, you're better off working in your inglorious field than they are. I'll tell you this, you not going to college and buying the bass boat, that was a better deal. I'd rather have you do that. 85% of your friends, this is it. This is as big. They do the ceremony. They got their hat, right? Da, 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 da. And then there's a bunch of graduation parties and everyone, and then you feel like a loser because you don't have your degree. It's not if you have a degree, and it certainly isn't if you graduate by the age of 22, it's do you have a good degree? And it really doesn't matter if you graduate at 25 because we can't tell the difference between a 22-year-old and 25-year-old by looking at you. And you have to understand 85% of those people you are not jealous of, but you feel like you're a loser compared to are in debt, and they're going to be in debt until they're in their 40s. And their degrees are not going to get them worthwhile jobs. You are way ahead of them. Way ahead of them. 85. Now there's chemical engineer in there somewhere. Somebody joined ROTC and didn't pussy out in basic. Cappy, you've never done basic. I do basic now. I guarantee you I could do basic now. I could in shape. So aside from those guys, all right, there's some people who are going to be doing better than you. All right. Right now, you're doing better than 85% of those people graduating. So I would not feel bad about myself. Maybe a little bit bad that you just, what do you do? Do you just say, I don't feel like it anymore? And the drill instructor's like, oh, that's okay. Here you go. What do you mean? And this, I miss my family and friends. Yeah, okay, everyone does, but dude, you gotta leave the nest sometime. Uh, most of them are retarded and majored in BS. Okay, but a lot of friends are engineers and computer guys graduating into $90,000 a year jobs, and I'm stuck making about 50 and I'm the same age. Yeah, well, because you fucked around, right? You didn't finish the military, right? And you're just taking your and you here's another thing, the maths on this. How many of your friends majoring in engineering, computer, whatever, how many of them have student loan debt, right? They're you're not losing compared to them. It's a trade-off. You decided to take your time and not go into debt. They're in debt. Most of them, I gotta imagine, are. And they might be looking at you, yeah, look at this guy. He's taking his time. He's going to get a CPA. He worked. He's already a manager at this place. He's making 50,000 plus. He gets tuition reimbursement. I wish I kind of took my time and did that. So I wouldn't say you're a loser compared to him. And you're on the track to become a CPA. You might get a job offer for the company you're working at right now. You're a manager. They seem to like you. They might be grooming. And then when you factor in debt, family money, and degree choice, you can't tell who's going to win until about 30 if you're trying to win. But right now, buddy, you're doing pretty well. No debt. You're on your way to get a CPA. I don't even think you have to go to community college. Why don't you just go to an online college? You get an accounting. You don't have to go to, I mean, I guess if you want to hang out with people, sure. And yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the best, right? Did you put your best effort in? No, you did not. But I'd hate if we were to remove that military shtick, you'd be a winner. I'd say you'd be even ahead of the engineers. But you did the military stick. So you're not a loser fully. You're kind of a loser, but you're also kind of a winner. But I'll be honest, I've never seen somebody so screwed up here, but does really well here. I've not seen it this bipolar. All this to say, am I in fact a loser from my aged situation? No, you're not a loser. Kinda, but compared to everyone else, no. Or am I being delusional? Should I just keep on the same track? Oh, yeah, no, man. Keep on the same track. You're doing great. Dude, you got tuition reimbursement? You're making money? Health insurance, I presume? The boat, that's where I think you need to go, like into boxing, you get punched in the face. Like you didn't earn that boat. You didn't. You didn't. Not that your aunt and uncle gave you money. That's not why I'm saying they gave you the money. It's yours to do as you please. I don't think you've earned the right to use that boat guilt-free. I think I would be like, yeah, I kind of screwed over the American military and the American taxpayer. Yeah, I should do some penance. I should get my degree and then upon getting a job or graduating, then I'll buy my basketball. But it you got it. It's fine. Um, no, you're by no means the worst I've seen. Not by a long shot, man. You're also not parasitic. Like, you're not committing any crimes. You're not, "I need a student loan bailout, and then I don't know what to do with my credit card debt. I just bought a bunch of shit." I like, you're no debt. You're going to community college for a real degree. Yeah, I mean, I'd say you're 30% loser, 70% winner, right? Take a lesson from that military thing. In the future, there's gonna be a point in time where it'll be challenging. Man the fuck up, and yeah, you're gonna have to, maybe you get CPA, you're gonna have to leave town and go make a lot of money somewhere else. You're gonna miss your parent. Yes, you're gonna be lonely. It's gonna be lonely. It's good to suffer, because otherwise you're gonna be very limited, and, you're not gonna uphold your end of a bargain, although I don't think you're ever gonna do that again. Let's go to the super chats. Dre, $2. You can quit basic training now? Wow, yeah, Dre was a Marine. Yeah, I thought that throws you in the brig or court martial. I mean, there's legal trouble within the military if you do that, right? Dre, what's a good amount to have in savings by 30? I'll tell you this, a good amount to have in savings by 30 for your average American, $0. Like, if you don't have debt, I'm not asking you to even have savings. Now, you should always have 3 to 6 months living expenses. You could also have debt with that at the same time. But the amount, like net savings, your net worth, if you got a net worth of 0, you're doing good by 30. That means you have no debt. Or if you have 0 in savings and also 0 in debt, that's good to have 0 in savings. If you got 100,000 in savings but 200,000 in credit card debt, that's bad. My whole point is that 30 is about the time you should have a clean plate, get out of your student loan debt, credit card debt, all the other stupid mistakes you're gonna make as a teenager or 20-something that the Democrats told you to. See, I fit that in there because it's true, actually. The Republicans aren't the one like, "Oh, follow your heart, money you're just spending. YOLO, YOLO." Hey, YOLO kids, how's that working out for you like 5 years later? How's that work? Is that the oh. Yeah, $0. Faithful sock, 10 generous dollars. It feels like people who send these requests think they're not doing enough or that their effort doesn't match the life they want or that they should be doing something to improve themselves. Lazy. No, what? I it is the minority of interest that I get lazy people saying, "My life sucks. Why doesn't my life isn't my life awesome?" And they explain all the bad choices they make. This guy is working hard. He's going to school and he's working full time. He's going in a real subject. He's the opposite um instance that I commonly get where, let's just be honest, all you my generation too. Everyone under 60 was lied to about what you're going to achieve. Oh, the places you will go. Like, you're going to be this amazing thing. And then when, no, you're just a manager at this industry. Well, I'm not the amazing thing everyone told me I was going to become. They were lying to you. See, I have a question from the Dre. You're black. I have a serious question about the black members in my audience. Love to see the comments down below. You don't have to super chat. You want to see if you grew up in a black community and you went to a black school, right? Did the teachers actually tell you, like, because in the suburbs, say you could do whatever you want? Were your teachers telling you you could all be like rap stars and NBA? Like, there was no, they would tell some 5'4" kid, you could go do whatever you want. Oh, yeah, you could be a rapper. You could do, I don't know, whatever. I guess more modernly be social media influencer. That'd be every group. Did they actually say that? Did they actually encourage you to go down these impossible paths or set you up for delusional expectations about what you were going to achieve? I'm going to become a rock star. I'm going to become an actor. I think that's what's happening here, and it happens to pretty much everybody to a certain level, under the age of 60. You were told you're gonna be this amazing thing, and then you got these and then you think you're a failure. That's what I'm getting in these vibes. He is supporting himself, he has no debt, he's 22. Dude, you're way ahead of every 22-year-old, including those engineers who probably have 30 to $40,000 in student loan debt. So that's what I'm getting from here. He's not lazy, he's working. He got promoted, studying accounting. All right, there you guys go. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Link below is a link to a course I have called The Dad You Never Had. Dude, if my kid I miss Mike. Can I come back home? No. Fuck out of here. Get your own damn apartment. I miss you guys. I don't miss you. I'm banging your mom back on the kitchen table. No, you're not coming back home. You come back home on Christmas, not Thanksgiving. You stay away. Oh, I'd be a great father. Anyway, The Dad You Never Had. It's available on Teachable. I have it linked below. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.